you ready?
Just when I was a kid, radio shows.
All right, so we're on the big show today, and we have Big Rob in the house.
Hello, everybody.
All right, so Big Rob is one of the guys that trains here at the gym, and he's getting ready for nationals. So we're just going to talk a little bit about Rob and get to know him a little bit better today. So Rob, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been training for about 30 years. My dad got me involved in the basement. I wanted to play football, and he said, well, if you want to play football, you better put some weight on. So we took a Joe Eater program, a 3-day-a-week program from the box of weights that we bought, and there we go. We started in the basement. And I saw, after a couple years of football and getting beat up, I saw a pro bodybuilder. His name was Muhammad Makawi. I saw him at Woodward's when I was in grade 12, and after I saw him, I said, forget football, I want to be a bodybuilder. I want to look like him. So.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that's where I deviated from real life, and I started being a bodybuilder.
So how old were you about?
When I saw Muhammad at the store, I was about 17 years old.
17-year-old?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you have a wife, and how many kids do you have?
Yeah, I have a wife still so far, a wife and 3 kids, 1 girl and 2 boys.
Oh, you guys are madly in love. What are you talking about?
Yeah, 26 years.
So Rob is also the owner of Better Bodies Nutrition and Tanning. It's a local's favorite here in Red Deer. Tell us a little bit more about your store.
Well, I got the store from Brad Ladowick. He had it 14 years, and he built up quite a business. I've had it for 3.5 years, and we do tanning and supplements. And I was very, very lucky to come across it. Very, very fortunate to have been able to buy it, and met 1,000 new friends, 1,000 new people, and just very, very fortunate to have it. Very lucky.
So tell us a little bit about your history. You've competed in bodybuilding shows before. What ones have you done before?
My very first show I was 22. I came from Edmonton down to Red Deer in 1990, and I was just lucky enough to win. I won the Northern Alberta heavyweight and overall when I was 22, about 22 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Then I went to Alberta, I got second. I went to Lessons, got third. I went to North Americans and got 9th and 98th, and I went to Canadians, got 6th. And now I had a bit of a speed bump here in Red Deer. The past year I got 4th in the Master Alberta. I'm hoping to win now the Master Canadian here in 5 weeks in Montreal.
Oh, wow. So leading up to your first show, did you have a trainer? I mean, not your first show before, but this year.
This year, yeah.
Did you have a trainer that you were working with?
I didn't have a trainer. I had a buddy, Daryl Lajeunesse, who's been pretty much a gentleman who's helped me with my muscle therapy and helped me with ideas, and he actually helped me go on the right track and how to put size on, how to train properly. So I was able to put some size on, but he was more or less a mentor for me, and he did a good job for me.
Awesome. So now you're using Big Rob Belisle, who is an IFBB pro as well from Edmonton. And so, what do you think of his coaching so far?
Well, he's very supportive. I want to be like him. I found out the hard way in June of this year that it doesn't matter how big you are, you really have to be in shape. I mean, to my credit, I had a bit of a physical issue. I couldn't diet only for about 5 solid weeks. I could diet before, so I never give up. No use giving up in this world, so I kept going, and I wanted to show in front of my children that Dad could do it. And I showed up. I was cast aside because I wasn't in condition, but in the meantime, I found out I had more friends than I thought I had. And I met some people who were very willing to help me get ready for this show. So looking forward, he said, don't worry about that show, and let's go forward and win this one. And once I go pro, I won't have to worry about Masters Alberta.
Awesome. So over the video that we're taping right now, you're training chest, and so what are you doing? What did you do in this workout? You started off in the flat, right?
Yeah, I warm up a little bit. I do a little bit of rotator, which I'm not supposed to do, so don't tell Daryl. I did a little bit of rotator, stretching out, and I do flat bench on the Smith. I don't do any more free weights as such. I do flat bench on the Smith machine. And I do as hard as I can, and then I go to the Smith machine again. I replicate that by doing the incline, and and that seems to be working for me very well.
So why not the free weights?
Well, because being 44 and stuff, and lateral movement, when you get someone to push the weights up, and using 160s, 170s, whatever, you're getting the weight up, so you spend a lot of time getting the damn weights over above your chest, and you do lifting it. So if I can keep that energy into my reps, then that's why I have a stable bar.
Yep.
And I didn't believe in it before. I didn't want to do it, but it's just out of necessity, so I don't bother up my rotators. I just do moving from A to B in a smooth line, and that to me builds the chest more and takes out things that I can just injure.
All right. And you're quite a big guy on stretching. I know that you come in here and you're usually here for a couple hours because you spend time and you're patient with your stretching. About a half an hour to an hour usually, actually.
Well, yeah, okay. I don't know how long. A long time. I mean, I'm trying to avoid injury, and I have a different training program than most everybody I know. I go as hard as I can every day, and a lot of people don't do that. They take light days, they take days off, and I don't understand what light day is. I don't know what a light day is. So I come in here, and there's been times that I walk in the gym, and if I can't picture myself lifting more than I did last week, either by one rep or more weight, then I just leave.
Yeah.
And I got to prepare for that, because if you don't prepare, you'll get hurt.
Yeah. You're smart. When you feel that it's not there, you just
get out. And a lot of young guys don't understand. Young guys and girls don't understand that. But you have to realize what is your goal. And for example, if a guy came to me and said, "My goal is to get big." Okay, if your goal is to get big, and you can't do more weight than you did before, you're not going to get big. So you have to do everything you can to lift more of that session. So if it takes leaving and going home and having another couple meals and a better nap, you'll be rewarded the next day by lifting more, I promise. I mean, you're always going to do better the next day. Just get the hell out of the gym. And, if you have to work out on Monday because you want to be on the beach on Saturday, Sunday, well, then you're not a bodybuilder.
Yeah. So, Rob, what are you weighing right now? People probably wonder, what's your off season and what are you weighing right now?
Well, I'm about 250 right now, so relatively light. I haven't been this light for probably 12 years. But as everyone knows in the Master, we don't care. We don't weigh you on stage. You show up in shredded shape, and then you win. So I don't care if I'm 238, 240. I don't care how I weigh on stage. I can be fat and happy when I got the trophy later.
Yeah. So what's the typical diet for you nowadays? Like what kind of foods are you eating?
No carbs, all essential fats and protein right now. I've been on this diet for about 7 weeks. I got 5 weeks to go.
How do you feel?
Oh, I feel good. I think, like you said a couple weeks ago, this might be a good diet for you. I don't even feel like I'm on it. I mean, right now I don't feel like I'm on a diet. I mean, that's how good it is.
Yeah, but you're looking very hard. You're looking tight and lean, and
that's the trade-off. I mean, once you start a diet, it's hard because for the first couple weeks you don't see things, or you question yourself, or you question someone who helped you, and if you can just get through that first couple weeks and get feedback and you see your body changing, whether you're a guy or a girl, you see your body changing and you morph into the person you want to be, then you could eat a piece of cardboard after that.
So Rob, what motivates you? What motivates you to train so hard in the gym?
Well, I love it. I don't know what it is. What motivates me is I always want to be Mr. Canada, and that's too late maybe now because I'm on the Masters, but being a pro would be my motivation for coming. I want to be different from everybody else, And, not to say I walk into a room and advertise the fact that I'm different. I just sit in the back corner and no one can have to see me. If I'm, if I'm in church or if I'm at the supermarket or if I'm at a football game and I know I'm pro, I'm different, and that's what I want to be.
Awesome. So I know that you have quite the faith.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. How does it apply to your working out?
Well, I mean, you got a spiritual, mental, and physical. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. I mean, you don't have to be Catholic to be spiritual. You can be whatever you want to be. But if you're missing a third of your personality, a third of your potential to motivate you to be your best, then I think you're missing out. And that's just what I do. Being a Catholic, I screw up a lot. I make mistakes. But I mean, that's the beauty of it. You can just keep living every day and do your best you can.
Yep. Awesome. You've been training in the gyms for quite a while here now, and now you've moved over to Ben Iron Gym, which we're very thankful to have your support here in the community.
I'm lucky to be. The one thing, Kathy and Evan you have here is a very supportive group. And today, for example, there's another pro, Nicole Ball was here, and another should have been pro, will be pro. Ron Partlow and other various other things. There's cameras going off. I'm trying to be a pro, and it's just a positive environment. And one made a comment about you can't find a gym like this anywhere anymore, and that's why I'm very thankful to be here. You know, I guess we can say it now, but well before you opened, we had the leg press in here, and I'd always come here and do legs in the dust. And when there was nothing in here, and I hope I could have a little bit of a role in trying to build a somewhat of an environment of being one of the first hardcore guys in here. So, you know, that's what I like about it very much, and that's why I keep coming. And I think anyone, if you're a bodybuilder, you don't have to be a bodybuilder to come in here. You can be a fitness enthusiast, you can be a figure, you can be, it doesn't matter. You can just be a guy or gal off the street who wants to be motivated and wants to get better, and that's what this place is all about. So I really like it a lot.
Aw, thanks, Rob. I really appreciate that.
Well, it's the truth. I'm not making anything up. It's just how I feel, you know.
No. All right, so we're going to switch to a totally weird topic. What is your ideal dish of food? Like, what does Rob crave?
I don't know. I crave winning the contest. I mean, really, I get a cheat meal tomorrow as per my diet.
Yeah, what are you going to have?
And I don't even know. I don't even know. I mean, that's how every day I get better, and every day I seem to get stronger. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I mean, I'm getting stronger. I feel better. So that's my feedback. That's my sustenance. There is how I feel, how I look, more than what I eat. I mean, I could try a few fries. I can try some fruit roll-ups and some chips, but you know, really, it's gonna hurt my stomach. I'll be dead in 15 minutes. So I mean, I don't know. I'd rather just eat clean and look good, and instead eat crap and look like crap, you know. But I'll try maybe a piece of pizza. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Case of beer. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. I don't. As of now, I don't know. Some chips and dip maybe for sure, but other than that, I don't know.
So Rob, some people, they have different little quirks that they do before. An example is I do when I do a squat, I actually rack the bar on my shoulders, and then I do a little jump, and then I go down for a squat. I know it sounds weird, but I get kind of do a little pop with the bar, and then I go down. Do you do any little things like that?
Just trying to think. I mean, you know, like I said, our training styles are different. I'm different from a lot of people, and you know, I hesitate in telling people what I do because either they don't listen or they just have their own ideas and just kind of asking me to you know, blow my time. But I don't have any quirks. I try to go heavier or more reps every time. Like, I'm not talking for a cycle of 6 months. I'm talking every time I come in here. So, for example, excuse me, I'm on a diet. Today I did the bench on the Smith machine, yeah, and on my video I did 3 plates and a 5 or 3 plates and a 10. Today I think I did 3 plates and a 10. Today, 2 weeks later, I did 3 plates and a 25.
5 weeks out from the show.
Yeah, so
ridiculous.
So, well, it is ridiculous. Too late, you know. I know what you're saying. You know? but I don't have any quirks because I'm thinking about doing my lift, and all I think about is the lift, and really I don't care about the scale. I don't care about the mirror. I care about the weight going up in the off season because I know if I'm getting stronger, I'm getting bigger. Of course, now it kind of switches to, you know, I'm down probably I would say 100 pounds in the bench, but my goal is to not get hurt and to look better, of course. So I wouldn't say any quirks because I'm so trying hard to lift the damn thing up, and I don't have time to have any quirks. I just try to heave the weight.
All right. So what's the max you've ever benched before?
Oh, I don't know. I've done maybe 415 7 times. I mean, I don't know. I don't do a max again. I don't want to get hurt, but my goal is 7 reps every time, and once I get to 7, it's too late. So I think I did 415 probably 7 times, the best I ever did.
Yeah, and what about leg press? I know you're the master of the leg press here, Jim.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to watch that sucker; it'll hurt you. In off season I trained 17 plates a side in the leg press, and I've got to 8 reps. And unfortunately, November 1st, if you want to ask about a story, November 1st is last year. I actually tore some scar tissue in my right leg doing leg press. Either I wasn't ready or I didn't stretch enough, but I was out 3 months, and that sucker will hurt you, but I have to go heavy, so that's what I do.
Awesome.
I mean, it's not going to kill you, so what the hell, why not just try?
Yeah.
Worst you can do is tear scar tissue, right?
Yeah. So Rob, what would you do if you go pro? What's in store?
If I turn pro on Thanksgiving?
Yes.
A contest plans, you mean, or just what would I do that night?
Well, what would you do that night, and then we'll catch up to the other questions.
You know what, the way I feel right now, I don't know, but if you're asking me right now at this moment, I think I would probably, I don't know what I'd do. It'd be maybe like winning the Stanley Cup for me. Of course, it's been a 30-year goal for me. I would probably take the trophy, and Big Marty is coming with me to Montreal. I think I would take the trophy back to the hotel and probably say, listen, I don't want to go to sleep. Let's just go to the airport and go home and see the kids.
Aw.
And we'll get pissed, I think, at the airport. So that's what we do at this moment. I'd probably be put in jail for a night. I missed the flight, but whatever. Who cares? You're a pro.
Yeah.